Hey guys, it's Katie Santry, and if you have been following me on social media, you know that sometimes I like to share your juicy confessions. It actually quickly became one of my absolute favorite things to do on TikTok, so I'm going to read 3 of them for you right now. These are anonymous confessions that are sent over to me on a Google Doc. So if you look at my Instagram or my TikTok, or I'll have the bio right here, there's a form you can fill out to send me your juiciest, most take it to the grave confessions. So here's the first one. When I was 16 years old, I had a very rude customer who called me slurs and constantly cussed me out because I never put enough chocolate syrup on his milkshake. How fucking dare she? So one day, after he was harassing me once again, I went on Facebook and found his wife. I texted her and told her that he had been cheating on her with me. Turns out, he was actually cheating on her with multiple women for the past 2 years. The next week, I checked his Facebook status and it went from married to single. He came into the shop the next week and was telling a coworker about how this Facebook lady that he had never met had texted his wife and told her that he had been cheating. She just said, "Oh, that's terrible." And to this day, he has no idea it was me. God, these are so good. Next one. A year ago, I was dating a guy who was a Zach, complete narcissist, gaslit the fuck out of me, and made me feel like it was always my fault. He'd been cheating on me the entire time we were together. After much on and off over the course of a year, I finally ended things. One of his friends had always shared an interest in me. We all know where this is going. I dropped some hints that I would be down to hook up. One day he stated that he was with another friend, and I dropped hints that why don't they both come over? Get it, girl. We listen and we don't judge. Long story short, they came over that night and I hooked up with both of them at the same time. They all still hang out together as if nothing happened, and I have the satisfaction that I know I have a secret that could ruin their friendship. I actually live for these juicy confessions, I shit you not. Okay, we're all gonna have the same thought here. I promise you, we are all gonna think the exact same thing right now. Nearly 20 years ago, I was in a relationship that was going through a rocky phase. Are you ready? He was planning to go spend a weekend with a female who was truly just a friend, but I freaked out about it. Bitch. The day that my boyfriend, husband, best friend, fiance, Brandon, comes and says, "Hey, I'm going away with Clara for the weekend. We're just pals though." Like, this girl had to have been gaslit so bad that she actually writes out the sentence, "He was planning to go spend a weekend with a female who was just a friend, but I freaked out about it." Like, he had to have treated her so bad that she literally thinks right now that she's in the wrong. So I put a knife in my car and drove to his house. Fucking damn right. Drove to his house the night before he was going to leave. His car was in the driveway where it always was, and I put a hole in the tire. It prevented him from leaving, and he thought someone did it to his brother, whose car had previously been parked there the night before. We recovered and had a few more years together, but ultimately ended the relationship. But I still feel like I bought those few years with this secret that I will never tell anyone I know. Like, I'm going to hold your hand while we say this together. He was not going to have a platonic weekend with a lady friend. Come on. You have to know that. Like, this girl has to know that she was fucking right. She was right. He was wrong. Fuck that guy. And now I'm hyped up and I want to do one more. Are we ready? When I was 15, I was staying at my best friend's house for the weekend. We were always at one another's house, never separated. Her mom was always partying, so we were unsupervised way too often. Mom of the year. We ended up having friends over one night, and one thing led to another, and I lost my virginity on her mom's bed, and I got blood all over her quilt. Oh, the agony. Like, I feel for this girl. The panic, the sheer fear she must have felt. She also had a dog that would eat the crotch out of pants and underwear. LOL. I had one of those fucking dogs too. R.I.P. Casey, like, she's in heaven now, but she did the same thing. Disgusting. The next morning, her mom and a few of her friends were outside on the back patio, hanging out, having some mimosas. Doesn't shock me with the mom that is partying too hard. The dog was also running around the backyard. All of a sudden, her mom comes in, yelling and screaming, asking who was having sex. Neither of us spoke up, obviously, but we asked why. Apparently, the dog had gotten into the trash can the night before, so when it went poop, a condom and a baloney string came out with it. Talk about embarrassing. Honestly, how the fuck did she get the blood out of the quilt? If you're watching, give me your secrets, because I've got some chocolate on my quilt from my little 3-year-old son who eats candy in my bed while he watches movies, and I can't even get that out. So if you got blood out of this friend's mother's quilt, hats off to you. And then you get caught because of a dog shitting out a condom. That feels so unfair. I love a good virginity story. I lost my virginity in my basement at my parents' house, and there was some like white stuff on the futon. Mind you, my sister and I both lost our virginity on this same futon. And my parents saw the white stuff on the futon, and I told them it was ranch from my Subway sandwich. Mom and Dad, it wasn't ranch. If you have a juicy confession, please, for the love of God, it is fully anonymous. I don't know who you are, but if you want to tell me, I actually had one juicy confession send me the juicy confession, and they were like, don't tell anyone, but this is me. And I was like, oh. So I love that. If you're willing to tell me, your secret is safe. I swear to you. Otherwise, if you submit it anonymously, I don't know who the hell you are. I need more of these stories so I can share them all with you. The link in my bio to submit it anonymously. I hope that you guys enjoyed us bringing these juicy confessions to YouTube. See you next time.